Hey, good morning, runners. It is Tuesday, May 19th, and what a beautiful day out here. You can't see, I'm in my backyard under the patio, but I'll turn it here. Um, yeah, clear skies. Beautiful day here in Phoenix. This is probably going to be the last stretch until we really start to ramp up our temperatures early next week. But for now, we are on a cooling trend. I think today's high is supposed to be 90, and tomorrow it's going to dip down into the upper 80s. This morning was very comfortable for the run. Got out just after 5, and the temperature, I think it said it was in the low 70s, but it felt cooler than that. I want to say it felt like 69, 68 degrees. But yeah, beautiful day. We'll be getting back up to like 106, 108 by Wednesday of next week. So yeah, it is what it is. And when you live in the desert here in Phoenix, it's hot, but even that is above normal. Since we went through a stretch a few weeks ago when we got up to about 106, and we really stayed like 15, almost 20 degrees above the normal temperatures, which right now I believe it's 95, maybe 96, which I'll take. That's cooler than 106. So anyways, this morning the workout involved what I call 2 on, 1 off. Basically 2 on at a nice clip, followed by 1 off, or 1 minute recovery. The 2 minutes was basically running at a little quicker than a 5K pace. I averaged, when I looked at the data, about a 7:25 pace for 2 minutes, and I covered between 0.26 and 0.27, so that came out to just over a lap on the track if I was on a track. But I did all of my workout on the road. The warm-up was a little over a mile, and it was on a little uphill road. I mean, out here in Ahwatukee, we have a lot of hills, so it's hard to just find some flat roads. So I went up the hill a little bit, and then I started my watch and or my workout, and the first 2-minute run was not real bad. I mean, I had a little bit of climb, but not much. Then after that, I had a couple nice little downhill segments. So the shoe that I wore this morning are the Hitogami 4s by Mizuno. You can see it's got that tiger print and orange and black. And it's got the lace locker there. Interesting story. A friend of my wife's, she's a professional runner, Neely Spence Gracie, who stayed here a couple times when she was visiting Dr. Ball, world-renowned chiropractor who helps, provide relief for a lot of the runners. And she brought these lace lockers for us to try, and that's pretty cool. I just kind of leave it on this shoe, but it's basically a Velcro strap. Like the name implies, it holds your laces in there like a locker, and you just kind of, like when you tie your laces, you just wrap it up like that. And yeah, not that I ever have a problem with my laces coming undone during a run, but these definitely secure it, especially when you're doing a speed workout. You got some high turnover. Last thing you need is your laces to come undone, but I usually double knot them anyways, and with these guys, yeah, they're not going anywhere, so it really comes in handy. So thanks again, Neely. So the shoes, again, I mentioned these are an older model. It's a 2017, I believe, a Mizuno Wave Hitogami 4, the 4th series, and actually, I got 2 by mistake from Roadrunner Sports. There was an issue. I guess FedEx was supposed to deliver it and never moved out, and put a call in, and they sent out another one while the other one was already in transit. which we both didn't know. So I got two, and so I was able to keep both and wore them. This is my second pair that I started wearing in 2019, early 2019, and I used it primarily for speed workouts. And up until basically I got my Saucony Kinvaras, I was using that. And so I stopped using the Mizunos back in, I'd say like summer, fall time frame last year. I really like the Kinvaras, which are considered to be kind of like your faster tempo workout shoe, speed workout. I use it for my races, 5Ks, 10Ks, half, and my wife uses it up to the marathon and for speed workouts. So it's a pretty versatile shoe. Um, since these Mizunos haven't been used in a while, and they really, I believe, coming into this morning's run, I think I had 65 miles on them. So um, why not, right? They don't have much cushion. They're more of a racing flat. So if you take them out on the tracks where you have a little softer, impact, you're not going to feel it as much. Whereas on the roads today, I can feel it. It definitely feels like it's hitting harder. I'm definitely getting more ground contact as opposed to the Kinvaras. It has a little more, which has a little more cushion in those shoes. But I like it for the fact that I get good higher turnover, or it feels like I'm able to get higher turnover in the shoes. It's considered to be a 9mm drop, which seems pretty high. The stack height on it is low. I don't have the specs on it, but I mean, just looking at it, doesn't seem like it's that high in the back. And of course, this is about 3-year-old model. But it doesn't feel like a 9mm drop. It feels more like a 4mm drop. It is a neutral base shoe, so it allows for some pronation when you hit the ground. Again, its intended use is for racing flats. If you're going to do like a mile race, I've used them for a 5K race, and that's about the extent of how far I want to go in those when it comes to putting distance on the shoes, just because they don't provide as much cushion. So we'll kind of see how long I stay with these guys, but I just want to throw them into the mix with my Kinvaras. A good run today. Again, I mentioned I did 6 2 on, 1 offs, basically running at about a 725, working on leg turnover for 2 minutes, and then recovering with a 1 minute easy run just to bring the heart rate down, get some recovery, and then pick it back up. So I covered about just over a quarter mile, about 0.27 on average, and recovery was pretty much spot on each time at 0.09, so just under a tenth of a mile. I was working. I could feel it at times when I was checking my heart rate. I was about 150, so I think that comes out to like 85%. I have to recalculate that just to make sure, but so I was getting up there a little bit, breathing a little bit hard, especially the last 30-40 seconds. I could feel it, so I was trying to keep the turnover going, but overall felt very good. The hamstring on the right side, the high hamstring glute, is still a little bit sore, but I've been working on my stretches and exercises, which ironically my wife had kind of the same issue back in, late March, April, and she worked on some of the exercise from her chiropractor, and within a month or so, it went away. So doing those on a regular basis, did my strength training a little bit on the legs this morning, and feel really good. I can't wait for this weekend. It's going to be a great time to get out for some bit of a long run. I'm going to cover probably about 8, I don't know, maybe 9. We'll see how it goes. Maybe hit the Jacaranda Loop, which is a loop in Chandler. It's a nice neighborhood, really nice neighborhood, and it just has like a big loop that you can go around, and it's fairly flat for the most part. And there's tons of people that run, bike, and just exercise out there. So definitely looking forward to it. It'll be a treat. That's about it. that's what I did this morning. If you have any comments, please feel free to put those down below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. So you can get notified if you hit that bell icon as soon as I upload content. Hope you guys have a good day and hope your run is going great. You guys have a good rest of your Tuesday. Take care.